If you live in a developed country, damn near the most beginning times and the most learning process of your life, you started it in the school. But just like every other thing in life, it comes to an end. We're gonna talk about, some people after high school. Number one, the military guy. See, I genuinely think the military people just do it as a last resort. People who are in the military are either bored, sad, or just don't want to pay healthcare because they've seen how their parents are struggling with that fucking healthcare. They literally don't even want to go. I'm telling you, everybody who goes into the army or the military does not care about this country. They just want the benefits and that's it. I don't know a single person who genuinely goes into the army and is like, hey, I want to save the country. No, the fuck you don't. You just want money and you want the benefits and you want free help, housing, and free shit like that. If you go into that route, I know what kind of man you are, bro. And you're not the man who saves the country, that's for sure. And it's like the military is not like an ongoing job. You just go to the military and it ends and then you actually have to get like a genuine job to support you off. So it's like the military is like a gap year with no break. There's no freaking point. It's just stress after stress after stress with a little bit of sprinkles on it. That's it. Next up are just the people who never matured from high school. And what I mean by this is, in high school they would be fighting, they would be smoking in the stalls or vaping, however you want to call it. They would not really care about how the outside world treats them. And then now that they're in the outside world, they're still going around talking about some I'm gangster and all that shit. Carter, you still haven't paid your taxes. The IRS is gonna come into your house. Do you want to go to jail or not? Like, while you're on the internet talking about some,
and this a Cardi fit.
Say it's not a
Cardi
fit. Say it's not a Cardi fit.
I dare you.
This a Cardi fit. And talking about some, you got your strap on you. Cardi, your taxes still are not paid. Your taxes still are not paid. And they always have baby mamas and children. Carter, that's the only thing you got from freaking school, to have baby mamas and children. You're not like Playboy Cardi, Carter. You're just Carter who's trying to be hood. Talking about something, it's just a Playboy Cardi fit. Carter, go feed your kids. Go pay taxes. Mature, nigga. After high school, mature. You're an adult now. You're a young adult. And it's like, I really wonder when this stage of their lives end. Because, you cannot be 30 talking about something you got a strap on you and you're a gangster. You cannot be 30 talking like that. You cannot be 40 talking like that. No way. This has to end in your early 20s. Carter, you cannot be 50 talking about something you're a gangster. Go home and stay home. Indubitably fast. Next up, the people who peaked in high school. Personally, a lot of people like to talk about people who peaked in high school, but I don't really get the hate. Because if you had a good high school life where people liked you and you had friends and you had boyfriends and crushes, it's not bad to memorize on that. Obviously, don't live your whole life surrounding that entire focus, but it's not bad to memorize about that. But I feel like it gets to a point, bro. Because, hey, Johnson, why are you in your 30s and you're talking about let's go to the football game with the 16-year-old cheerleaders and you're talking about some ooh shit. Go home! Go home! Go! I know you guys might think I'm exaggerating with this whole peaking thing, but this is not a joke. There's a whole trend on TikTok where people literally go back to their old schools when they're in their fucking 30s and be like, hi class, I used to sit there. Bitch, I don't care. How were you allowed on these fucking premises? Go home. Go. When did you ask your job for a free day to do this? You could be making money and you're talking to me about where you used to sit. Are you the one who left this gum here? See, I should just smack you now. If your school teacher did something magnificent for you, like if you were a druggie or smoking in school and your teacher took you down the right path, seeing them when you're older and showing them that you've grown and you've changed is not bad. But Carter, why are you coming in here for the 16-year-olds and asking them for their number? Go home! Johnson, go home. Go. What are you doing here? Because it really gets to a whole point of, and it's like, here's the thing. If you like high school so much, become a high school teacher. Become it. If you like the atmosphere, nigga, you're not gonna peek. I hope you don't peek around the students. I hope you're not EDPing around the students. But if you want to peek so bad, go and teach. Be a good teacher. Why are you randomly just pulling up on the premises on a high school game and sitting there like a creep? No children, no nothing. You just buy yourself a popcorn watching the cheerleaders like a creep. Go home, Johnson. Go. I'll call the security guard. Next up, I genuinely think this is the lamest one. People who want to become influencers. Imagine that. Another type of people after high school is the NPC. I think the NPC is people who 2 weeks after high school just get a fucking job at McDonald's or Target and it's like, yeah, this is life now. And that's their whole life. They live that whole corporate life. They work Target, Walmart, Yeah, they quit. They go to corporate, they work, they find a wife, they have children, they have kids, and they die. That seems like the worst fucking life ever. That genuinely seems like the worst life ever. And when it comes to these people, like, they never really were people who stuck out. They didn't have horrible grades. They were not popularly loud. They didn't have like a niche group of friends. It was just like there. You're just there, bro. And I feel like that's a lot of the life that people used to have back then. But I feel with Gen Z, like, niggas are hardly changing that shit, bro. Oh my god. Niggas who just start an Instagram brand or start rapping on the internet, bro. That's the next one. Niggas who start rapping on the internet want to become rappers and start clothing brand. When it comes to these type of niggas, they all make the same type of clothes. Faith over fear. And it's like, here's the thing. They're all taking it from Essentials. But like, here's the thing with Essentials. Essentials does not say fear God. It says fear of God. I feel like nobody ever talks about that. Essentials saying fear of God. You're scared that God is a real thing. And then it's just the same thing with these, like, you know, with these holy quotes of religionist places and things with like a solid color. That's not niche, nigga. And they're all on Instagram. And I swear, if you buy any of that clothes, you're never gonna see it. You're never gonna see a day in your life, bro. You just spent 50 bands and that shit is never appearing in your door again. They're not even making a clothing brand. They're just becoming scammers, bro. They're becoming fucking scammers. And the niggas who try to rap, oh my days, don't get me started. Because why are you at your local park throwing money around? Mind you, it's 100 on top, 100 on bottom, hella ones. Cause really, it just gets me so irked. And their music always sucks. It's the same type of beat. Dude, you could at least like change the beat a little bit. You don't have to exactly take it out. Change the beat a little bit. And then they over here talking about something. I came out from the struggles and the... Marcus, you lived in a gated neighborhood. You still live in a gated neighborhood. Look at the park you're in. Look how jolly the children in the background are. Go home! Go home! Go! I hope you guys like this video. Be you, man. Yofi out. Bye, YouTube.